Listen. Hi guys, welcome back. It's Victoria again. This is gonna be, I always say this, it's gonna be a quick one because I gotta get ready. Well, I gotta get finished getting ready for work. But let's jump into this reading. I want to do a reading on if you are seeing the reality of a situation. Like, are you seeing things for what they truly are? And I will take reversals for this. Pick a card. So we're gonna do, I'm thinking, so pile 1 will be this deck. And then you know what? We're gonna do pile 2 with the After Tarot. I feel like that's a good one. So pile 1, we're gonna do the Santa Muerte deck, and then pile 2 is gonna be the After Tarot. I swear, this is like these little bug, those little you have plants. Ugh, those freaking fruit flies or whatever the heck they are. They be getting everywhere. Okay. So, let's clear the energy. And pile 1. So, we're going to start at 120. Okay. Pile 1. Are you seeing the truth of this situation? Are you seeing the reality of this situation? Okay, let's see. Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors of pile 1. Please help me connect to their energy. So think of the situation at hand. Holy Spirit, is pile 1, is the collective of pile 1 seeing the reality of this situation? Oh. Okay, so we got strength in reverse. So it might not, okay, so you might not be seeing things completely clear, right? There might be a little bit of rose-colored glasses on a certain situation, but let's see. Queen of Wands coming out. This is giving me hesitation, though. You see how she's holding the candle with the little flame here? This immediately made me think, and with the strength in reverse, this immediately made me think of like kind of walking into something unknown. So maybe the reason you're not seeing the reality is because something's being shielded from you right now. Or maybe your insecurities are distorting a reality. Oh. Yeah, the Emperor, Justice upright, excuse me. I swear these little bugs be up in my business. Okay. The Emperor in reverse and Justice. So this is giving me the feeling like you feel like you can't achieve something, or you feeling like stuck on a situation. Oh, stuck on a situation. And, hold on. There's a lot going on. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Is the collective of pile 1 seeing the truth of the situation? Can I have on strength? Thank you. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles under the strength in reverse. Look at, and the way that he's stepping on these skulls, it just makes me think of like walking on eggshells. You're not moving in the ways you feel is necessary. Something's holding you back. Can I get clarification on the Queen of Wands, please? Can I have more, please? For the collective of pile 1, what are they not seeing out of this situation? Knight of Swords in reverse. I thought I saw another one come out, but maybe I'm... Okay. Can I get for the Emperor in reverse, please? Emperor in reverse. Page of Cups. Oh. Someone here could be prioritizing something else that's kind of diverting your focus for Justice. And then you have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay. And with the Knight of Swords, how he is, this is upright. Knight of Swords is usually a very quick knight, right? Very fast moving. The Emperor to me is like making boss moves or being in charge of a situation, being in charge of your reality, being in charge of, and also being confident in your decision making, right? With the Page of Cups underneath, this is giving me like distraction. I'm not even joking. Someone here definitely could have some type of rose-colored glasses on. And with the Seven of Wands in reverse underneath the Justice, this is making me think that there might be, okay, if you don't write yourself on the course, right? Like if you don't adjust something that you know needs to be adjusted. This is not just me talking and you being like, what does she mean? Like, I don't know. I'm not here to stress anyone out. Like, this is only it. Like, if you know that you have been prioritizing something else or you haven't been keeping up with something that you're supposed to be. I don't know if this is a responsibility that you've been avoiding or something that you just have not, maybe something that you've been putting off as well. And it could be, there could be some type of like insecurity or fear that's causing this with the Strength reverse. Like this is making me think like you might not feel, I mean, in the most obvious way we can say, oh, Strength reverse is like you don't feel like you're strong enough. But if we go deeper than that, it's like, why do you feel like you can't move forward with this? Or why do you feel like this is not something that you can achieve? Or why is it that you are diverting your attention to something else that you know is not going to benefit you? Because I feel like this is like letting you know that whatever it is that you're standing behind right now, because the Seven of Wands is usually about like standing your ground, like self-defense, right? It's usually the card of like, or standing 10 toes down or being very sure about what you're doing, right? But when we have that in reverse underneath the Justice, this is making me think that's like, whatever it is that you're standing behind right now, you know that it's not good for you. You know that it's not helping you or helping where you want to get to. So if you have a vision of where you want to get to, or you have some type of goal or some type of, yeah, it's giving me like you have an idea or some type of goal here, but it's like there's no, right now it doesn't feel like there's movement towards it. Oh my gosh, I am so nauseous right now. Ooh. Sorry, I don't know if that's a disease or if I'm channeling something right now. Maybe a little bit of both. Because that was super sudden and random. Maybe someone here got sick and there was a, like naturally you would fall behind on something, right? If your body needs to heal or your mind needs to heal or something needs to heal, obviously you need time to do that, right? But this is giving me more like this time has passed and maybe someone here is still kind of in that energy. You still haven't, you still are like in this, or maybe it's like, I just feel it's like your energy around you feels like a cold. I don't know how else to explain it. It just feels like very stuffy. It feels very like lethargic. It feels very, maybe you are dealing with a lot of like lethargy. Like maybe you're feeling very lethargic lately. There's no inspiration, or you yourself have, is someone here like an overthinker that they wear themselves out of a decision, or you might talk yourself out of a decision. Or again, it's like choosing something that's easy, right? Choosing what's comfortable, not not accepting a challenge, not accepting something new. Like, this is giving me very much like on the road most traveled. Like, this is like a safe journey. This is like a safe, like someone here just is like, it feels like it's like you're in a safe bubble. Okay. So the reality of the situation is that you need to get out of that bubble. The bubble needs to be popped. And I truly do apologize if that is coming off as like blunt or rude or anything negative. That is not my intention. But my intention for this reading is to see the reality of your situation. And what I'm seeing here is that there needs to be a shift in the way that you're viewing something. Like, there needs to be even action taking. Like, there needs to be something where you start, whatever it is, like the action that you need to take on something that you do not want. Like, this could literally be like, it could be something as simple as like, you have to go to the eye doctor. Like, something's bugging your eye. Like, something's wrong with your eye. Maybe you're seeing floaters or something. I don't know. There's something wrong. You feel something off. You know that something needs to be addressed or something needs to be checked, but you're just not doing it, right? Like, this could be, it's like you don't want to call and make an appointment, or you don't want to, it's like you're talking yourself, this is what it's giving me. It's like you're talking yourself out of something. You're talking yourself out of, and it doesn't have to be the eye doctor. Like, that was just as an example, but apply it how you need to apply it in your situation. But again, yeah, this is just making me feel like you have talked yourself out of a situation. And the only thing I can tell you is, with justice here upright, with the Santa Muerte deck, like, if you don't adjust yourself properly, if this is not something, like, if you're not taking the steps to get yourself back on course, because I do feel like you guys are very aligned with your spirit guides. Like, you guys are in communication with your spirit guides, and even ancestor. I feel like more ancestor with this deck specifically, very ancestor heavy. So you could work more with your ancestors. They will redirect you if you don't redirect yourself. Okay, like, that is just because there's something that you're meant to do down the line. I don't know what this is, or like if this is something that you're in the process, like if you're meant to do right now, like you're meant to do something here. And this is a very, like, I'm telling you, I'm seeing like railroad tracks, you know, like when you see those things where they adjust, like they pull the lever, sorry, they pull a lever and it's like the tracks adjust and the train goes, you know, in a different route. Like, that's what I'm seeing here. So it's like something needs to shift, something needs to change, something, I'm hearing like something's got to give. Okay. Let's see. I don't want to do these too long. Ugh. Little gnats. Wish. No, that's too many. Holy Spirit, can I get more for the collective pile 1? For the, what they're not seeing. Ooh, gift. Okay, so your ancestors are coming in, letting you know that they're going to help you with this. They're going to actually, you're going to receive a gift here. You're about to receive something that is going to help you. Look at strategize. Something that's going to help you strategize to make the next move. And again, with like planning, prediction, mind reading. But this to me with this strategy, when you're playing chess, sometimes it can be, you have to have patience as well, right? Because your opponent could take their time looking at the board, right? You're strategizing. You're trying to see what the next move could be. You're thinking of all the different ways. Okay, so this is what is, you definitely have been in that seat and you're strategizing, but you're over strategizing. It's like you're going over the moves that can be made. And there's only so many moves that can happen. but you're still, instead of actually putting down, making that move, right? Like he's putting down the knight. He's putting the knight down, which is so funny. You have the knight. He's putting the knight down, which makes me think of like quick movement. But with you, I don't feel like you have placed down that knight. Like I don't feel like you have put that piece down. Maybe because you know this is going to, okay, this is giving me like on a chessboard, if you sacrifice a piece to make a smarter move down the line, right? So if you sacrifice the knight, because you know, like there could be a way that your king or your queen can checkmate the king or something like that. So it's like you're thinking of the bigger picture here. And maybe because you know that there's going to be a loss, or you have to give up something, or there's something that you have to release in order to move forward. It's like you don't really want to release it. You're hanging on to it, right? But your ancestors are coming through, your angels are coming through, and they are going to give you a gift, okay? Someone here could also be born in 84. You could be 36 or 63. Commitment. Oh my gosh. Commitment and evidence. Listen, okay. You are someone that is extremely observant, by the way. You look at everything. Okay, this says binding, obstruction, contract. You could also be something, this could be talking about like you have a spiritual contract that you need to fulfill here. But this is also giving me that there are a lot of commitments that you are attached to right now. And you might be overwhelmed with responsibility. It's not crazy to think that, I mean, I can only speak for myself, but sometimes there have definitely been times where it's like, I have like so many things that I need to get done. There's so many responsibilities that need to happen. There's so many bills that need to get paid. There's so many things that I have to do in a day. And then it'll just be like, I just want to go under the covers and just sleep. Like sometimes like that is just the feeling. Like I don't want to, it'll just be like, I just don't want to do it right now. I'm so tired. I'm so overwhelmed. Like there's too much. I can't handle it, you know? Ooh, collaboration. But maybe this is spirit letting you know that they're coming in to help. So if you feel like this is something that you've been doing all on your own, this is something that you're just like so overwhelmed, give it to God. Literally, like let them help you. Because you're over analyzing something as well. For some of you, there could be some type of like investigation going on at your job. I don't know if there was like an complaint, HR department complaint or something like that. But there could be something where you might be a witness to something. You might... Someone here may also have to fill out like a survey. Because I don't know why. I'm thinking like we had to do an employee survey the other day at my job. So that just popped in my head right now. So someone here could also be having to do a survey or something like that. Or maybe this is like a test. Maybe you're having to take a test. This is like a test that you're putting off. Maybe you're doing like, are there certain tests? Like if you're doing like RN programs, you have to pay for tests at the end of it, right? Am I thinking that correctly? I could be wrong. But this is making me think like you have to, maybe you're putting off some type of test, maybe because it costs money. There are certain things that cost like a lot of money that you have to like pay for. I mean, especially if you live in the US of A, it's expensive to get an education. What else though? Stubbornness was gonna come out. So some of you might be very stubborn. Okay, some of you could be a Taurus here. There could be a Taurus here. Overload. What did I say? You're feeling overloaded right now. It's like there's a lot happening, and maybe that's why you're just like, I don't want to deal with it right now. I can't deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. It's too much. I just want to go home. I want to hide under my covers. This is literally giving me like, if you have like a stack of clothes, y'all, if I were to turn my camera, I need to fold my clothes. I need to fold my laundry. I haven't even done it. Okay. But it's like, if you were to come home, it's like, you tell yourself you're going to fold the laundry and put it away, and it's like on a stack on your bed. So you make sure you do it. But then when you get home, you move the clothes to like a chair or something, and you're like, tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and you're like, I'm going to do it tonight. And then the night comes and you're like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm going to do it tomorrow. No, girl, you need to do it. Okay. That's a message for me too. Okay. I will. I'm going to do it. But yeah, you're overloaded right now. You're burnt out. You're feeling exhausted and very fatigued. Like I'm getting someone that has like a lot of like lethargy. But advice, let's get some advice. Advice from your spirit guides, your ancestors. I said I wasn't going to go over 20 and I still went over 20. Oh my gosh. Advice. Magical gateway. So it says it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. It's unknown. Like I said, you have like this light, this little candle here, and you're stepping into the unknown. You're not sure. And, or maybe, if, like I said, if you do know that something needs to happen, you're going to have to sacrifice, but it's blurry. It's not something that you know. And again, it could be because you're not 100% sure, right? It's like, ooh, if I do this, is this going to happen? Or should I, shouldn't I? Like, it's that type of energy here. It says, yet, this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Okay, so you're going to have to try to gain some, okay, that sounds so fucking like, try to gain some courage. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not how I'm trying to say it, okay? This is just letting you know you have a lot more courage than you give yourself credit for. This is, oh God, the cowardly lion, right? What is it that he had the courage all along, right? There's something here. You're having to, I'm hearing like flex a muscle. Maybe you're needing to be more assertive. Even practice being more assertive. Shit. I mean, you hear people say like fake it till you make it. Like sometimes you really do have to fake it until you actually are that, right? Like you do it so often and you're like, then you're actually embodied it, right? You actually are, I mean, going boldly where no one has gone before, where no man has gone before. So going boldly towards something, being bold. There has been a, this is also talking about like taking that risk. Like don't overthink it, okay? Because this gift is standing out to me. What you're going to see when you cross that, and I always say this, but like this is how I see it in my head. It's like the threshold, like taking that risk, like actually taking the action forward. That is when you're going to see this gift. That is when you're going to see these rewards. And things might not actually play out how you are fearing it in your head, right? Like this could also be like, you are thinking you're going to lose this, or you're going to fall into this type of situation, or this is going to happen. But I think also for some of you, like Spirit is letting you know, like, you don't really know what could happen. Like, it's almost like you might also be thinking like negatively about this and not really looking at what could positively happen. So instead of always just thinking of like how the other shoe is going to fall, or how negative the situation can turn out, it's like also think about what good can come from it. You know, the positive aspects of it. There is magic that awaits for you though. Once you push past this fear, once you have that courage and the strength to actually move forward. Music. Okay. Let's see. It says, listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle Mary's. Maybe someone here is named Mary. Rekindle memories and charm fairies to your door. So someone here may work with like the fae or fairies, or you have like a fairy aesthetic, or someone here could have like a little fairy door in their garden if you have a garden. And there is also a message inside the music that you are listening to. So keep an ear out. Listen carefully, because your ancestors and your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you through the lyrics, the music that you're listening to in the lyrics. So what's been your top rotation of songs? I don't know. Your top rotation of songs, maybe there's something there, or this has some part or some influence on what's been going on with your situation. What I say, collaboration, have the courage to ask for help. Ask for help from your angels and ancestors. Like, this has been a message a few times already, but I do feel like you guys are very independent, or you are someone that, you know, doesn't really ask for help. Like, if someone were to offer, you would also probably be someone that's like, no, I got it, it's okay. Like, even when you don't got it, like, even when you don't have it and it's not okay, you're still probably someone that's like, oh no, I'll figure it out, it's okay. But no, like, this could also be like your ancestors are sending someone to you to also help you on this journey, on this path that you're on. It doesn't have to be a person. It could literally be a thing as well. But for some of you, this could be a person that they're sending forward towards you. And don't self-sabotage. Don't be like, no, I don't need your help. Like, if this person is adamant on helping you out, accept help, especially when you know you need it. It's nothing shameful in asking for help. It really isn't. And I know that can be a hurdle to really work on with someone, like within yourself, right? Like, oh my gosh, just a couple years ago, like, it was even hard for me to get help from, like, my family. Like, I didn't like asking, I don't like asking, but sometimes, like, the older you get, it's like crazy, because you realize, like, community is so helpful. And not only is it rewarding when you are part of that community and can share and help as well, but to have that reciprocated is such a blessing. It really is. It truly is a blessing to have people around you that truly care and, want the best for you. They want to see you succeed. That is a beautiful thing. And that might be someone that's coming towards you, or that might be people that are coming towards you. Like, maybe you're going to find, like, soul family, or there's going to be someone in your own family that comes forward, or friends, or even, like, this could literally even be a stranger that wants to work with you, that wants to collaborate with you, that wants to, this is making me think of, like, someone that wants to work with you, but don't psych yourself out and don't say no, right? Like, don't outright say no. Like, if you need time to think about it, but make sure you're taking those rose-colored glasses off. Like, what is it that you really need? How can you get from, this position that you're at right now, where you're feeling, like, lethargic, where you're feeling, even, like I said, like, energetically, just like again, the energy around you just feels very, it just feels stuffy. Like, it just feels very stuffy. And maybe someone here does, like, someone could have, like, a head cold right now, or sinus, like, something with your sinuses. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys. I hope that was entertaining. This is for entertainment purposes, or helpful at the very least. If so, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Your guys' comments crack me up. I know there's only a few comments in the last videos, but you guys crack me up. And I am super appreciative for those of you who watch these videos, who listen to the messages coming through, and I'm very grateful that they reach who Spirit is wanting them to reach. So thank you guys. Yeah, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, your evening, wherever you're at. Stay healthy, hydrated, and blessed, and I will see you guys next time. I hope you treat it as you treat others. Bye. Okay, we're gonna start at 30 with pile 2. Pile 2, 30. Okay. If I move fast enough, hold on. Shit. 15 seconds. Okay. Pile number 2. So you guys have the After Tarot. Are you guys seeing the situation for what it is? Are you seeing the reality of this situation? Headphone users, watch out. For the collective of pile 2, Holy Spirit, can you connect me to the collective of pile 2? What is it that they, well, what is it that they're not seeing if they are not seeing the reality of the situation? Let me reword that. Holy Spirit, what is the reality of the situation? Is the collective of pile 2 looking at the situation? Is the collective of pile 2 looking at the situation in reality? Oh, okay. So we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. So, no. 2 no's. Okay, wow. Pile 1 was a no as well. Can I have more, please? What is the reality of pile 2 situation? What is the reality of pile 2 situation? Ooh, King of Swords upright. So 10 of Cups in reverse, King of Swords upright. What is the reality of pile 2 situation? Ooh, the Hierophant upright. I'm going to get more cards, but already right off the bat, I'm feeling like you guys are unhappy with the way something turned out, but you're not leaving it because you're like, this is almost like, I've already put so much time in this. I've already invested money into this. I've already invested, like if this is a job or a person that you know that you need to leave or know that you have outgrown, it's almost like you're sacrificing your own happiness, you're robbing yourself of future happiness because you're committed to possibly, okay, this is not, for some of you, it could be you're committed to being right in a situation, or you're committed to seeing something in the long run, like seeing something, this is like, oh, well, it's not good right now, but if I stick with this, you know, maybe it will get better. Maybe things will turn out, but you're not, it's like you don't even really believe that. And maybe even the situation has not even given you reason to believe that, right? Like this, if this is a person, it's like their actions are not going to change. Nothing is going to change with this. So I don't know why you would think the future is going to have a different outcome. Same thing with the job. It's like, there's not going to be any change here. There's no change. So why would you expect that there's going to be a different outcome? Or like if this is like you've been working at a company for like 6 years or something and you've gotten like 1 raise or 1 bonus and you're like, okay, well, if I stick with this and I work really hard and I put in extra hours and I do overtime, or if I, you know, if I switch shifts or if I do this and that, then there's a possibility that I could get a promotion. There's a possibility that I could, but I don't, in this energy, I'm going to be honest, like, I don't feel like there's going to be a change. Like, I just truly don't. And I feel like you're being committed to something that is ultimately hurting you. I mean, we literally have oh, this is the 9 of Cups. Forgive me. This is the 9 of Cups in reverse. The 9 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so this has made me think that also you've been serving others more than you've been serving yourself as well. Like this is, clarification. Can I get more on the 9 of Cups reverse, Holy Spirit? For the angels, ancestors connected to pile 2, the collective of pile 2, spirit guides of the collective of pile 2. What is the reality of the situation? Can I get a card for the 9 of Cups in reverse, please? What is the reality of pile 2 situation? Okay, so you have the Page of Pentacles under the Nine of Cups reverse. Judgment under the King of Swords. Yeah, you're having to face a reality for yourself, okay? Whatever it is, it's, again, it's like that investment that you put in, that investment that you made. It's like, you're like, I've invested too much into this. Like, I have put my heart and soul. Like, this is even making me think of, you know, certain artists where their songs that they write, the songs that they make and sing, some of them don't even have the ownership rights. Like, they don't even have the rights to their own music because of legalities, right? And this is like, it's almost like you were like stuck in a contract, or you're stuck in a contract or something like that, and you can't really move forward, or you feel like you can't move forward. And this is like the company, or the, what is it? The label, right? The record label would be the one that has the ownership, right? They have the rights, the copyrights, even though they didn't do the work, even though this artist is the one that wrote all the lyrics, they wrote the melodies, they did the composition, whatever it may be. But the person who, because they're under a legal contract, they don't see, like, they're getting gypped. You're getting gypped in a situation, and you're not seeing it at face value. Like, this to me is like, you're making excuses. I'm so sorry if that comes off as like so blunt and rude. I truly did not mean for it to come like that. I do this in every reading. I'm so sorry. Please let me know if I'm being like way too rude, but like, I'm going to say it how it is. Like, I'm saying it how I'm feeling. Spirit is saying it. Like, basically, you guys are getting gypped on something. But you yourself still have one foot in the door, because, again, you have put a lot of yourself into this, okay? You've put a lot of your heart and soul into this. This could even be, like, on a more extreme scale. Like, say you invested, you bought a house, you invested, you renovated, you made this house so beautiful. You put so much time and money into this house. And say there's, like, an airport nearby, and they have that what's it called? Like, corporate, there is something where legally corporations or certain places, they can literally kick people out of neighborhoods. And it would be like you having to leave your home behind, because there is a bigger entity, a larger entity, something like that's bigger than you right now. Because it's making me think of like a binding contract, or like a document that you can't fight. Like, it's something that is, it's not a person necessarily that is really, I mean, maybe if this is a person, maybe this is like a marriage contract or a lease agreement between two people or something like that. But it's like, it feels binding. And it feels like if you were to walk away or step away from this, you would lose so much of everything that you put into this, right? Or giving up a project at work. Like, if you did some type of project at work, and, you know, you spent, there was like sleepless nights that you put into this, and say you don't even get credit for it, right? You don't even get credit. Ooh, High Priestess. You know that you have to walk away, though. Like, this is giving me, like, you know, you're the King of Swords with the Judgment underneath. Like, you guys are not stupid. You guys are not stupid, and you don't have a bad, with the High Priestess at the bottom. Like, you guys are very intuitive. You know that something's not working out for you. And maybe it's like you having to face that reality is painful, because you have committed so much of yourself, or so much of yourself into this. You invested so much. But it's like you don't want to face the reality. Like, you don't want to You don't want to admit that this is something that you have to like kind of throw your hands up on. Because sometimes we just, as much as it freaking sucks, no matter how spiritual you are, no matter how connected you are to, you know, the creator, your ancestors, your guides, some things are not going to always go in the way we expect or in our favor. Like, it's just not, that's just not reality. Like, things are not always going to work out perfectly. Okay. And I know that you know that. I know that you know that. And shit, sometimes, listen, sometimes I need to give myself a reality check. Sometimes their spirit needs to give me a reality check. Like, if y'all do read your own tarot, sometimes it's like, dang, why you gotta be so, like, blunt like that? Like, why do you have to be so harsh, spirit? Like, just a little gentle touch now and then, you know? Oh, wait, do I want this reverse? Yeah. Okay. So you have the Seven of Wands. So funny. Literally the Seven of Wands in reverse came out as the last card for pile 1 as well. Breaking free from this tie. Yeah, I mean, your Seven of Wands is usually like defending yourself, right? Like standing your ground. But when it's in reverse under the Hierophant, this is making me think that you're not standing for what you really believe in because you have made a commitment towards something else. You've put your all into something else, and that is where you're really investing yourself into. And instead of investing into your own well-being, into your own emotions on what is really going to be, what is going to work out for you, especially in the long run here, I just feel like you guys are having to really evaluate your decision on this. Because again, you just know, like, I know that you know that this is not working for you. Like, I feel it in your energy. It's an exhaustion as well. It's like a, right before you throw in the towel, right? It's like trying to see any other option. Is there any way I can make this work for me? Is there any way that this can be salvaged? Is there any way that this is... I mean, is there? Let's see. Holy Spirit, is there? Ace of Wands. No. Listen, there's something new waiting for you. Ace of Wands. There's something new waiting for you, or this could even be someone new. Ace of Wands usually can also be like, you know, sometimes maybe you're gonna have a little fun. I don't know. Maybe there's something where you're gonna meet someone and have a little bit of fun. Take that how you will. Does not have to be. Don't apply it if that does not resonate. But you need to heal. You need to heal through this situation. Okay? There's healing that needs to get done. Yeah, healing surrounding this connection. Like I said, whether it's a person or a job here, or both. Maybe it's a person at your job. I don't know. But there needs to be healing. There needs to be a severed tie. Because this commitment, this investment that you put forth, it's not bringing you happipiness. It's not fulfilling. It's not doing anything for your well-being. In fact, it is doing quite the opposite, right? It's forcing, it's making you get into a state where you have to have more healing, right? It's not a healthy situation for you right now. Let's get some advice from your spirit guides, angels, ancestors for the collective of pile 2. Whoa! Lady. Okay, so successful funding. It says your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to you. So if you feel like this is like, you put all your money into this and it's like you're not going to be, you might not even be completely broke from this, but it's like you did put a lot of money, like you put a lot into this. This could literally even be telling someone like, if you loaned out money to someone, like a big amount, and this person has not paid you back, I don't think they're going to. Or if they are going to pay you back, it's probably going to be either in small increments, or it's going to be like further down the line. Or honestly, this might not even, like, you might not even see that money again. Like, just being blunt and straightforward, like, for some of you, you might not see that money again. But again, at least you know in the future not to, you know, assist this person financially. You might even cut this person off for doing you like that. I don't know. But if you have other ideas, go for it. Literally go for it, because Spirit is sending in, like I said, Spirit is sending in someone towards you. Or wait, no, that was pile 1. Maybe someone here is from pile 1. Because I'm getting similar energy where someone's about to come towards you. If you have a child, there could also be someone here that is going to be helping you maybe buy certain, I don't know, like buying diapers. If you have like a baby, someone could be helping you out, like buying diapers, buying like necessity, right? There could be someone here that's helping you with that. That doesn't have to be for everyone. That's not going to resonate for everyone. But there's definitely someone here that's going to help. Or maybe you're finding like a decent babysitter or something like that. Other investments are available to help you. So there's something, employment change. Your career path is leading you to a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You're being supported each step of the way. Yes. Okay. So Spirit is going to come in, and with the successful funding, maybe this is like Spirit is about to bless you with some finances right now, because you are meant to invest elsewhere, or you're meant to, if this is going to be like, say you receive a decent amount of money, right? Like, this is Spirit coming in to bless you with the opportunity that you are financially set, so that you can be comfortable when you do look out, like when you look for other jobs, right? If you have to leave a job, or say you got let go, right? And you have a severance package or something, like Spirit, instead of looking at this as like the world is crashing down, like everything, I invested so much time into this company and they just let me go like that. Think of this as a way, like Spirit has given you this opportunity that there are other investments for you to put your, like, there are other, there are other investments available for you to actually put your energy and action and effort towards, that is going to pay off for you. Like, this is not going to leave you in a 9 of Cups reversed energy anymore, right? You're working towards rewards. So employment change. Yeah, higher direction. So this is going to be more of like your passions, your life purpose. This is leading you towards that, okay? So yeah, someone literally could have gotten laid off recently, which I do apologize. But again, like, you are meant to be, I don't think you're meant to be at that place. Like, you and I know it's like, again, if you have invested so much time and money into something, and it's like, it can be very dejecting, right? Or is that the right word? It can leave you feeling very dejected. Even rejected. Some people might actually feel like the sting of rejection from this, because it's like, me? How much I put into this company? You're letting me go? What? And not in an entitled or an inflated ego sense, but it's just like that? Like that? You're just gonna, overnight? Someone here could have literally, they could have had their job gone like that overnight because some corporate decision or some shit. You also have inspiration. Ooh, I like this though. Okay, so inspiration. This is gonna be, you guys, you're gonna feel so much more free though. After initially getting over the obviously the natural feelings of rejection and dejection and feeling, you know, upset. It's natural to feel upset if you were let go of a position, right? But silver lining, you guys are about to be hit with so much inspiration. Maybe this is like the start of your divine purpose here. So if you guys feel like if you don't even know what your life purpose is, or if you don't feel like you are doing something that is meaningful to you spiritually, because sometimes like maybe you don't even have to have like a giant, you know, life purpose. Maybe you want to do something meaningful. You want to feel like you're a part of something. You're about to take that step into this path. Because it says, be prepared, you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. You guys are about to, if you have a notebook or like things to write your ideas down, do so, because you're about to be hit with so many different ideas, so many different inspirations. And you might be getting it from outside, because you guys, listen, like I said, you guys get the same freaking cards. Go outside. If you're doing like a walk around the park, or, you know, sitting out and just listening to the birds, or you're out doing like I don't know, maybe you're outside playing sports or something. I don't know. Just being outside, getting more fresh air. And maybe you were like constantly working. You could have been a workaholic. Maybe you were like in an office or a cubicle. Maybe you were in a building where it's like you didn't see much sunlight. You know, you could have been going into the office early in the morning, getting out after the sun was gone. So it's like, spend more time outside. This is like, you're about to be getting into a more free and liberated energy, a more free and liberated space, headspace as well. And like I said, bring a notebook, because I do feel like there's going to be, you're going to get a lot of downloads. So you might need to write some of it down. Oh, you know what? I am so sorry, you guys. I didn't even do these cards. Oh, shnipe. Reservation. Okay. Desire, worth, extravagance. Oh, some of you might be getting a new car. Doesn't have to be. Or you just got a new car. But this feels more to me like you're about to really appreciate the little things in life. You're starting to I feel like this is like you're really like taking the time to slow down, right? Care. Maybe this is even giving you a chance to be around family more, around your friends more, just having more time with your loved ones, the things that you love doing, the things that you enjoy doing, the people that you enjoy being around. It's like you're having more freedom to do so, right? Some of you could actually be expecting. So expecting a baby, or there is a brand new baby, because it does say parenthood, patron, and support. But you could also be getting some support. If we go back to successful funding, how it was talking about like people helping you out, you could also be getting, you know, support from your parents or your family, your loved ones here. They could be coming to help you out with something. Fury. Ooh. Yeah, you're feeling a type of way about the situation. You're feeling a type of way about the situation, which is normal. But like I said, it has to end. Like this is something that cannot, like this is something that needs to end. And for some of you, it already did. Like this is something like if you did lose a job, like it's already ended. Or if, you know, someone, you know, cut things off with you, or you cut things off with them. It's like it was necessary. As annoying and hurtful and irritating as that may sound, especially coming from a stranger on the internet, but you guys did choose, like you guys did click this video, okay? And I'm just saying what Spirit's saying. But as frustrating and as annoying as that is, it's like you yourself know that this was necessary. And you will realize, like this could also be like down the line, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that that happened. Like, thank God that that happened. I don't even know where my life would be if that had not happened. Like that's what it's giving me with this, okay? Final messages though for, ooh, Try something in my eye. Don't get blinded, y'all. Don't get blinded. Final message. I'm going to do actually this one. Advice for the collective pile 2. Play. I'm completely engaged in what I do in the here and now. I call it play instead of work. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. Yes, you're moving towards something that is more fulfilling for you. I love that. And you're learning to be more in a playful energy. Learning to, like I said, learning to enjoy the things around you, right? Taking the time to just, you know, sit down and play a game. I don't know. Like, enjoy yourself, enjoy your surroundings, indulge into games, books, shows that you like. Like, this is, if you have been just work, or just so heavily invested in one other person, like, don't lose yourself to a person, a job, do not lose yourself to something or someone that will never ever return the favor for you, right? Like, they will never ever, and you don't want anyone to lose themselves in you, right? But don't overextend yourself, right? This is the message for Spirit. Don't overextend yourself. Learn how to balance the work and play, okay? Because if you're putting in 100% of the effort and you're not getting anything back, like, that's not right. That's not okay. Regardless if this is a relationship or a job, like, you should not be putting 100% in a job and them not either not paying you correctly, not giving you the recognition you deserve. Like, no. So keep your head up for the future, my love. Like, it feels a little hectic in your energy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it feels a little hectic right now, or a little dejected, I should say. A little, yeah, a bit dejected. But again, there is that silver lining. And please don't shoot the messenger, okay? Like I said, I'm just a person on the internet. But I'm just letting you know, like, as frustrating as it is for someone to be like, oh, well, there's positive in this really bad situation that really fucked you up right now. But there's positive. But there is positivity coming towards you, which you really weren't even receiving in the past with the 9 of Cups in reverse. It's like, and again, you could have, that's the whole point of this reading. It's like, you weren't seeing the reality. Like, it's like you were keeping yourself in an illusion, talking yourself out of like, no, it sucks right now, but it's going to be okay in the future. It's like, no, baby, no, it's not going to be okay in the future if you stay on that path. And that is why Spirit had to put an end to things, okay? That is why there was a divine intervention, because you are meant to do something bigger. You're meant to do something that is not as restrictive on your spirit, okay? Not as suffocating on your individuality, on your person. Like, just even being a human, like, it is not right for people to be in a building with no sun for like 8, 10, 12 hours a day. Like, that's terrible. That's literally terrible. And especially if you're a workaholic and you're doing that every single day, babe, like, you need to balance it. You need to balance the play. You need to enjoy, you know, the things going on in your life right now. Enjoy the moment. What does that say? Stop and smell the roses, babe. Stop and smell the roses, okay? But yes, this is what I have for you guys. I hope that this was entertaining at the very least. You know, this is for entertainment purposes. Let me just throw that out there. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. If this resonated, if this was helpful at all, please give me a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. And I do appreciate you guys who leave comments. I know it's not very many of you, but for those of you that do, I truly appreciate you guys so much. And you guys crack me up. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope you're treated as you treat others, and stay healthy, hydrated, and blessed. Bye.